Two lockdown cornerbacks in the AFC East are currently holding out, and it's looking more and more likely that both of them will be requesting a trade. All coming up on today's edition of the Don Mafia Report. Yo ho ho, Don Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report. Per usual, your host, Dan Mitchell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we did just read the title correctly. It's looking like Xavien Howard from the Miami Dolphins and Stephon Gilmore from the New England Patriots are sharing a very similar off-season experience. They're both very unhappy with their current contract situation, enough to where they did not show up to mandatory minicamp. Both incurring fines, but clearly they simply just don't give a. Both of these cornerbacks are without a doubt top 5 defensive backs in the entire league, and they are essentially in a staring contest with the front offices of both respective organizations. In today's video, we're going to be really looking at this entire situation from both cornerbacks and whether or not that it would make sense for these respective teams to move away and what their team would look like moving forward. Before we dive into it though, I do want to give just a couple of announcements. Number one, I am giving away either a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. I am announcing the winner on July 2nd, my 30th birthday. In order to enter, it is super easy. All you need to do is be a subscriber to this YouTube channel, screenshot proof of that, and then send it over to my Instagram at RealDanMitchell, the proof of that screenshot that is, and follow me on Instagram. And voila, you are now entered into the contest. I get a lot of people asking me, hey Dan, listen, I entered, like a week or so ago. I didn't hear back from you. If you send me it, you are entered, ladies and gentlemen. I have a crazy Excel sheet with hundreds and hundreds of names. So I guarantee you, if you DM'd me, you are entered into the competition, my friend. Have no fear. Second announcement, I have a Discord channel. It's absolutely popping off. It is an NFL chat room, Buffalo Bills chat room, and it also gives you the opportunity to call into some of my live shows once that does happen. Do me a favor, hit that link in the description. It's free, and join this amazing-ass community of NFL fans. So yeah, Don Mafia, there's no question that I am a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. So any time where I see two lockdown cornerbacks are threatening to leave their organization, and those organizations just so happen to be within my very own division, I'm going to be licking my chops, imagining what Josh Allen is going to do to the sorry fool who is going to replace either Xavien Howard or Stephon Gilmore once we play them twice in 2021. But the thing is this is actually a very interesting topic. It seems like this year so far, there has been so many holdouts, so many unhappy players wanting new contracts, wanting to get out, and things are just getting interesting via this offseason alone. Now, a lot of people, I do see this online, and I do kind of want to nip this in the butt real fast, right? So many people, they will hit social media, Twitter, and say things like, oh my God, how dare this guy demand a better contract? He's getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars. First off, I think that argument's absolute bullshit, because one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that if they were to underperform, say for example, Xavien Howard or Stephon Gilmore, or maybe even Aaron Rodgers, if they were to be underperforming, the team would not hesitate in a damn second to pull them into their office and make them take a pay cut. So in my opinion, I think that these type of players wanting to be able to secure a good financial deal for themselves and their future, by all means, dude. Starting off with Xavien Howard last year, he was Defensive Player of the Year, absolute stud from the cornerback position group. This guy was hands down the best corner last year as far as performance was concerned. In 2019, he ended up signing some massive 6-year deal after the conclusion of his rookie deal for the Miami Dolphins, and now he tends to think that he has outperformed his overall stay in Miami, and I would have to agree. The guy was absolutely lights out, lockdown cornerback in 2020. So it appears that he is not going to be at training camp. That's what a lot of reporters are starting to say so far, and it is clear that he is going to either A, hold out, or he is going to request a trade unless he gets what he wants. Now, if I was Miami, I would 1,000% pay this man. Because, number one, you still have the damn cap space. It's not like you overpaid some free agent this offseason. You have the money. And while I appreciate the fact that you want to build financially toward the future, sometimes you need to be able to instill your core pieces, and Xavien Howard is, in my opinion, the core piece of your damn defense. Of course, you have Byron Jones. That's great. But having two cornerbacks like Xavien Howard and Byron Jones lining up on the outside, I mean, come on. From a Miami Dolphins fan perspective, you should probably want to make sure that your defense is about as intact as it is from 2020, especially since there's still so many questions about your offense, specifically from the quarterback room. You need your defense to be able to make the playoffs, ride, and have another winning season. Say, for example, that the Miami Dolphins do opt to trade for Xavien Howard, then it wouldn't destroy them financially, right? This year, I'm pretty sure it would add $1.4 million in cap space for the Miami Dolphins, and the following year, it would add about $2.8 million going in to their dead cap in 2022. Now, do keep in mind as well, there's probably a lot of teams out there being like, oh my God, I would love this guy to come onto this team. He sounds super affordable. Absolutely wrong. He wants a new deal. He doesn't care who it comes from. The Miami Dolphins, the Houston Texans, I hope that he wouldn't go that route. But at the end of the day, it's going to cost this team a lot of money because the dude man wants to get paid. And the Miami Dolphins, financially at least, would not be harmed. From a talent level, from completely, in my opinion, destroying their damn defense by losing out on the best cornerback in the entire league, yes, I would. Do me a favor, leave a comment if you're a Miami Dolphins fan or any other type of fan. Do you think Miami should pay Xavien Howard, or do you think that they should just let him walk, start from scratch? And next cornerback is going to be Stephon Gilmore. As a Buffalo Bills fan, there's always a bad taste in my mouth when I hear Stephon Gilmore, right? Because not only he was clearly not wanting to be a Buffalo Bill when he was first in the NFL, you could tell by his last couple of years in play, of course, with all those tweets circulating around saying, oh my God, now that I'm on the Patriots, my family will actually be able to see me play. Off. But regardless, the guy also wants a new contract. He's entering in his last year from that massive contract he ended up getting from the New England Patriots once he ended up switching over to the dark side. And he also did not show up to minicamp, accumulating fines, and it's now looking like that he is not going to be participating in training camp either until Dude Man gets what he wants. Now, unlike the Miami Dolphins situation with Xavien Howard, Stephon Gilmore is going to, let's say, put a damper on the New England Patriots dead cap. If they were to trade him, and the New England Patriots would incur about $8.5 million if they let him walk. If he stays, we're talking $16.5 million against the cap. Now, in the long run, I suppose that's going to save them some money, but when you let a cornerback who is still, in my opinion, in his prime, I still think he has another solid 2 to 3 years of operating and playing at a very high level, watching him leave would be detrimental to the New England Patriots. Now, don't get me wrong, I think J.C. Jackson is fantastic. He's young, he's powerful, he's a great cornerback, but you're essentially destroying your secondary, and in my opinion, now that you're getting all of the players that ended up opting out last year coming back to the New England Patriots defense, you're going to want to really ride the hot hand here. You're going to want to keep this guy, whether or not that Bill Belichick can go on ahead and give him some reasonable contract. I mean, we saw the guy give Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry massive contracts, as well as some other key players he added on to his defense. At this point, with all the questions that they have in the quarterback room, I'm going to be riding my damn defense, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that all of my key pieces are going to be there. Don Mafia, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report. I will see you tomorrow, and before I let you go, always remember, let's go Buffalo.